Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to use your back office, why you should use your back office, and everything else. If you can, go to, um, when you see the video down here, it should say subscribe, and a bell. This one's going to go on the YouTube channel itself. It's going to go live or where everybody can watch it. I don't want to make two YouTube videos, but only try to click on the ones that says Car Connect. You're more than welcome to click on it, all of them, and watch them. Some of it's going to be how to use YouTube channels, how to use Facebook marketing, why you should use Facebook, why you should use YouTube. Some of it's going to be day trading, penny stocks, forex market. So it's up to you. You can click on them all, but right now I'm just going to do two because unless I start making a lot of videos on each one of them, then I'll go back to having two YouTubes. I got two YouTubes right now, but anyways, let's move on. So this is cardpilot.com. If you want this virtual office, and I suggest everybody have it, and there's a reason why. First of all, you can get all your reportings. You can do all what your daily done. You can change it by the dates, 30 days. It does you charts, so you know how much money you did each day, what made you go up each day. You see growth, incline. Um, Also, you can reporting every transaction. Now, let me go back real quick. The same password for this one is the same one for your cell phone. So when CardConnect sets you up, they automatically set you up three ways: terminal, back office, cell phone, automatically. So no matter what happens, I've been to a store not too long ago where we went and before all this crisis started happening, we went and sat down and eat, and the person said we can't take credit cards because their internet's down or something. I don't know. So if you have that, you can actually. This is one way you can get away from it. I automatically try to tell everybody to download it on your phone, so you can have an app on your phone. So if your credit card machine goes down, you can actually take your phone out and start taking credit cards. They do have the little swiper. I only have maybe one or two of these. If I have, I think this might be my last one. Actually, this is $25. They've come out with a new one now. This one's obsolete. And this one plugs in your phone. The new one is just like a square box, which I don't have. They're about $100, but you can tap your phone to it, swipe your card, insert the card. You can take it out its phone jack and have it in your hand, put it in your pocket, walk around with it. So that's the new one they've come out with. Like I said, they're about $100. But this one, if it was me and let's say me and my wife was doing something at a yard sale or not a yard sale, but a craft show or a trade show. If somebody wants paid, I have to unplug this, plug it in her phone. She has to swipe it, come back. I plug in mine, I swipe it. With the new one, the square box, you don't. Everybody Bluetooth to it, and anytime you want to use it, you just click on it and then run over and swipe that card in it or tap it or whatever. And it's all Bluetooth, so everybody can just keep going in and out of it. Um, so just don't try to run two transactions at the same time. You may just wait till that person's done over their transaction, you do yours. Um, if you have multiple people going in there at one time, you might get the wrong credit card and charge them the wrong amount. So when you do this, when you take it on your phone or your back office or a Card Connect terminal, we do not give Card Connect terminals away, and there's a reason why. They're not very expensive. They're about $200. They're about 100. They're a little bit about $100 more than what we normally pay for a terminal, or about $50 more. But the reason why we don't do it, due to the fact the technology they have in here. So if I swipe a card here on this terminal, it's going to show up in this back office right here as a sale automatically. As soon as that transaction is over, that prints, you hand the customer receipt, it pops up in here. Now, why is that good? I can actually void it, refund it, look how many transactions got, see how much they ran that card for, and I can click on it and add a tip to it or adjust it. So, or I can click on it and save it for future dates and rerun the card later, and that person don't have to step foot in there. But it's very good. It works just the same with cell phone. As soon as I swipe on my cell phone, it's going to show up here in my back office. and I can look at my transactions too on my cell phone on the virtual terminal or this too. So the cell phone works just like the back office. It actually almost looks just like the back office. Um, so that's why this is. So I can actually save it, run it for later payments, set on monthly payments, weekly payments, or whatever payments I want to do. And I can do it that way. So, and you at the end of the day, you're batching. It shows it here. I mean, most of you see it's terminal, but if you have two places or you're on vacation, you want to see what they did, then click it. Also, a big thing is on this, and it happens more often than you realize, that if a person has sometimes called in and say, "Hey, you ran my card twice," or they'll come back in the store and say, "Hey, you ran my card twice," and without a receipt, they have or you're looking at your receipt trying to find out if it looked, and you can't find where you ran it twice. This is where you can go to see it run. Now, that being said, you have to have one of these terminals to do it instantly. Clover works on another Clover platform itself. It eventually will show up here. They're working on it right now, but Clover does it the same way as now. Pretty much you take a transaction, you can see it. Here I can void it, refund it, and you can see if you ran the card twice, how much you ran it for, and if you just don't want that person to have access to refund or void a transaction, this is a good place to go. So, of course, you have your daily batch. So at the end of the day, it's going to batch out and tell you how much you did that whole day. Your funding is going to click on it. And now the reason why I'm not clicking on these because I don't have no transactions. So if I click on funding, if you do daily, so it's going to say, hey, you did $100 or $1,000 today. This is how much money they took out. This is what's going to your bank. Chargebacks, of course, you know what that is. That's where customers refuse. Here's your statement. Now this is the big one. Your virtual terminal. So what happens in a virtual terminal is the reason why you should do it, if a person calls in over the phone, or you're out and about and you're having to take credit cards, and instead of keying it in on a terminal, if you have a terminal, key it in here, you can do it here or here in the back office. The difference is the more information you have, the cheaper the rate gets, because it's basically saying, hey, this person's got a lot of information. It's hard for that person to say that wasn't me. They run this false transactions, or if they go to the bank, don't recognize the transactions, or their card got stolen. They said how far it goes back. They can look back and say, oh, it went back 2 days ago. And some people don't do it. I mean, a lot of times people don't realize, somebody stole the car, how far it goes back. They just tell them a certain date and they go back that date. And they might not remember going there or something, but when they do it, it's hard for them to do a chargeback because they have all this information. And you can add information on here. Plus, this is where you can go set up payments monthly, yearly, weekly, monthly. So it's good for memberships or anything like that. You can go like this one. You can do bill payment plan. You can go to schedule a payment, look up customer. You type in their customer's name here, their last four of their the last four of their card number, the name. It will look it up. And then you enter the card information here, the date and everything, and you can set it up to do whatever you want. One-time payment, weekly payment, monthly payment, and that's where you set it up here, your scheduling. So, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff in this one. And if you go to administration, if you go to virtual terminal, you can actually turn on stuff you want. So I want the CVV number. It's required. I want a convenience fee, surcharge fee, tip and sale, refund reasoning, virtual terminal tax. I mean, you can do a lot of different stuff in here. Virtual terminal invoice will require it. So this is actually where You have to enter a invoice number. So if that person does it, you can change the receipts. Also, if you take it on these terminals here or the phone or the back office, you can go back anytime. Anytime under this transaction tab, click on it and email that person a receipt or print it off right then and there. So that's what's so really good about it. So let's see if it saved my. Oh, I don't think I did save it, did I? Let's go back to virtual terminal. Virtual invoice number. It's required. And see, like these fields here, you can do it, and you can actually have them required. And some are required regardless. So let me go back up here. So I can add user's name. I can add multiple users. So if you got multiple people in stores, instead of having everybody having the same password, everybody going to the same person, you can add other people here. So that you can monitor what they do. They have their own phone. They can do it all on their own phone and everything. Let's see if it did it. Did it do it? Oh, it might be because this is just a. I don't think I hit save again, did I? Oh, let's do this one. It's required. Save it. Now I'll go back up here. Maybe it's not saving it. Maybe it's because I don't use this account that much. Yeah, it's on there. But anyway, so there's a. This is pretty much it. If you want more, it's pretty much not that hard. Let's see. We'll just type in billing. Whoops. Billing address. You know, the city, the state, zip code, email, the phone number, email number, receipt. Oh, it is here. It is invoice number. So I'll have to put a number that tells me that's the person. If I want to do a tip, surcharge. Oh yeah, on your cell phone you'll actually do cash. So this is actually a cash register. So if you can actually do it as credit card or cash. So if the person's out doing something, you can actually click on this. We'll go over cell phones more later when I can zoom in on it or figure out a way to get it like this where you can see it. But it works as a cash register. I mean, really, yeah, you can take cash on it or whatever. So then over here you'll put in somebody's credit card information. I hope that's nobody's credit card. Oh, it's invalid. Good. The month, the date. It'll say it's a Visa. Like I said, we can add checks to it, and you hit process, and then it'll run this as a transaction. Give you approval code, and then it will go actually back over to this screen and show you the transaction and amount. Now over here you can narrow it down. So right now it's search for everything, but we can change. Location, we can change the amount, the maximum amount, branding, pretty much anything and everything you want to do. Activate field. I'm trying to think of something else that might be good. But location, you can change amount. So if you're looking for something which you want to void, fund it, refund, void. So you can always look for, it narrows it down to which card you're looking for or a transaction. So these are every card you run. So if you take 1,000 cards a day, there'll be 1,000 here. You can narrow it down to week, month. If you ever took that card back in the day, you can always go back and look at how much you charge. Like, or maybe if you want to do that way, if somebody says, "Hey, change my oil for me," and you change the oil, or you sell them a cake for $2, and you come back and they'll say, "Well, last time you only sold me the cake for $17. You can actually go back in here and look up the credit card. If they ask them if they paid with the credit card, and go back in here, tap in the credit card, and say, "No, I actually charge you $22. So it's pretty good. But anyways, that's this. So I'm gonna get off here. If you want to know more, there is another part of this office. which I don't think I have it on this computer. There is another point of this thing, and it is where you actually send out email for invoices. So I can actually send a person a email. They can click on it, type in their credit card information themselves, and yeah, here it is. They can actually type in their credit card information themselves and do it themselves. So we're going to do this one later. This one is not set up for everybody. If you do want this program, you do have to call it and have to turn it on. But if you want a Fund Me page, this is where you can go do it. You can actually click on it, post it on your website, and people can just click on it, type in their credit card information, and fund your page. Donations for somebody, taking up money for somebody, churches can put it on their page so people do their 10%. Or you can, like I said, you can actually click email a invoice to someone. They can then email them receipt. That person clicks on the email, sees the dollar amount, type in their credit card information themselves, click on it, submit. It sends it. It does it all for you. So this is a way. Another tool that they have. All these tools are free. They're for everybody. These are not for everybody. They don't turn them on for everybody, just for the fact some people don't use it. So there's no sense clouding up a lot of data. So if you'd like to have this, let me know and we'll turn you on. But what we're going to do, you're not supposed to. That page was supposed to not be seen. We're going to discuss this on another video, so I'm going to get off here. If you want to know more about you, if this video was helpful, let me know. If it wasn't helpful, let me know. Or if you think I didn't go in greater details on the virtual terminal or the back office, let me know, and we'll redo the video and make it more something different and better. So, anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I hope everybody have a good day.